Right, what do we have here? This is a Bell and Howell Filmosonic Super 8 camera from 1977-78, and its model number is 1223. It was made in Japan by Bell and Howell. If you see it right next to the UMIG Macro Sound 65 XL, you'll see a lot of similarities between them, because Bell and Howell also made the UMIGs in Japan at this time. And the funny thing about that is that the cameras that Bell and Howell made for their own brand are generally a bit inferior to the ones that Bell and Howell made for UMIG, another brand. Maybe UMIG laid down the law and said, listen, you know, none of your usual crap, we want you to make some decent ones for us. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the UMIG, we're here to talk about this Filmosonic. And as the name suggests, it's a Sound Super 8 camera. The problem is, this was acquired as pretty much new old stock. It was in very good condition, came in a lovely 70s looking box. All the parts were there, it's clean. The problem it had was the usual. Inside the battery compartment were 6 very old, very disgusting, leaking Duracells. And this is what you use to load the batteries in. You just put regular AA batteries into that and then slide them into there. So I cleaned out best I could, replaced the batteries, put the new ones in, and voila! Nothing. It didn't work. So I have repaired these things before, but it involves opening up the whole handle and everything and really getting into some nasty chemicals, and I'm sick of doing that. And the Bell and Howell is very difficult to open up. I can't even find the screws that open the bloody thing up. So what I noticed on the side was this external power, and that is a micro jack socket, a bit like this, one of these. It's like one size smaller than a mini jack. There's a mini jack, there's a micro jack, that's the one that goes into the camera, and it's on this multi-voltage AC DC adapter. So let's try it with the external power. Yay, it works. Great. So the camera works with the external power. That means all I have to do is not go about a meter away from a plug socket, or else trail along an extension plug behind me if I want to film anything. Well, obviously that's no good. We want to be able to carry the power around with us. So for 9 volts, the thing takes 6 batteries. So I got, now that Maplins has closed down, it took me a week to order all this crap. I could have got this done on the day. Thank you, whoever closed down Maplins. Probably all of us for going to Amazon. Anyway, I've got online for about £1 this 6 battery holder, which has 2 of these 9 volt looking connectors at the back. And then I got one of these 9 volt looking connectors with a piece of wire. And finally, I got one of these little micro jack plugs. So the idea is to have our external power coming from here, plug this into here, put this on the end, and then I'll have a removable battery pack which I can just plug into the camera and walk around with me. Well, I spared you the hair-raising details of my soldering job, but suffice to say I think I did an okay job of it. Well, Maplins is gone, but there's still a little bit of charge left in their batteries, so we're going to be using Maplin's own brand AA batteries, which probably aren't even very good. One step up from the pound shop. I always feel a bit like Rambo when I'm loading one of these. So there's our power pack, and there's our cable, here's our camera. So it's the moment of truth. Okay, plug it into X power here. And here we go. Yay! Let's do it at 24. It doesn't have 24, it's just 18. Alright. Right, excellent. Now all that remains for me to do is to fix it to the top of the camera. So what I've got here are 2 little Velcro sticky pads. There's the 2 Velcros, sides, and on each side there's a sticky thing with a backing there. So I want to have the fluffy side of the Velcro on the camera. And now all I have to do is to stick that on where I need it onto the camera, which is about here. Let's see if that reaches. Just. Nice. Not pulling too hard. Alright, and here's our result. And it's, I guess it's the equivalent of someone who's been given a heart transplant or maybe a pacemaker. But we now have power to this camera, not through the handle by which it was born, but through the top bit, the power pack. Don't use it in the rain. There we go, and it works and it's mobile, and I'm very happy. If I unplug it, guess what? It doesn't work, but I want to film. There we go. Brilliant, good day's work. By the way, I looked up on eBay, and you can get a fully working one of these things for about £7.50 without all the amazing modifications here. But go buy that one, because this one's mine, and it's got a story to tell.